we can look at anything to give us peace.
Mm.
But those are just like temporal.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I might be going through a rough time and I decide like, you know what? I'm gonna buy some whole heap of sweets, cake, and just
Yeah.
start eating them. And I just take my drown my sorrows into
Yeah.
eating cakes, And then before you know it, it becomes like a habit. And then I'm addicted to it. I feel like I need to have this crave,
Yeah. But that
right?
becomes your coping mechanism to kind of distract you from the
Exactly.
actual issues that are going on, right?
Oh
And
my
people, what's it
goodness.
called? It's called the seven sins, yeah? Greed and gluttony is one of
Yeah,
those.
goodness me. Yeah, it is so easy. It is so easy. And as I talk about distraction, you know, um, I think as well, I'm not sure if you'll agree with me.
Mm,
Like when you're going through certain situations and so forth, and we get overwhelmed by it.
mm-hmm.
And so we don't pay attention. We're more looking at the problem.
Yeah.
We're more looking at focusing on the issues and not trying to find
The
a
solution.
solution.
Mm, yeah.
So so with that now, we becomes more pressured.
Mm. Because
Yeah.
you're overthinking stuff and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what if this happens? What if this
Yeah.
happens? But actually you're presented with a dilemma essentially, or what do I do in this situation? And people sit there and they think, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to,
Yeah.
but you always do in some way. It might be hard, but you do.
It just for me, I don't know. I give God thanks every day for my faith. I give God thanks every day for my faith because I personally, when I'm into a deep situation and sometimes it feels like I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this, how I'm gonna work this out. And mind you, I try stuff. I try stuff like, say, for instance, um, if it has to do with authorities,
Mm,
right? And when I look and I might go to an agency or an individual
mm.
within that organization which I need to go, and they said, oh, they can't help me. I might have to go to a lawyer. The lawyer says they can't
Mm.
help me. And right away, that peace, that inner peace, it's torn apart. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Because here I am. I'm
Yeah.
struggling. You are the professionals and you are telling me you can't help me. Yeah.
Mm.
I go to one, I may go to two, three, and you can't help me.
No, or
So no.
they shut the door on you,
Yes.
and when actually they're meant to help a bit more. But
Yes. Yes.
people are different, right? And how much they
Yes.
will do.
Yes. So now I have to go to the rock that Shirley is a talk about.
Mm, yeah.
Even though I bypass and I said, you know what, God, I tried this and I tried that.
Mm,
Look, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, help because this is the situation and I need help.
mm.
And you are my only, that is when now I have to say, God, you are my rock, you are my shield, you are my help.
Yeah.
When if I'd gone to him before, he would have directed me in the right path,
Yeah.
right?
But there's the Bible verse, isn't it? The Lord is my shepherd, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's the
You know?
thing. I think the thing with human beings is we embrace. Like, I'm grateful that we get up every day. Because some
Yes.
people don't, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think what we do is we call on God
Yeah.
through the bad times, but actually, when the birds are tweeting, or you
Yeah.
see moments of like happiness and things like that,
Absolutely.
that's the time you're like, oh my God, God is real. God is
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
that energy exists. But
That's it. That's it. And just to share, even I found out even on Thursday, as I
Mm,
shared with you earlier when we were talking about how we've been getting on over the week. And we went out in central London. No, I've been living into London. I've been living in London for a long time, right?
yeah.
And some little things we just take for granted. We
Mm,
just take for granted. And so when we went out, and just to be walking around in the bus, and I said, my God, what a peace this is.
mm,
A crowd are around you, crowd are around me. Yeah.
yeah.
But I see people enjoying the walks. They were enjoying the sightseeing. And then I had the privilege of going on the River Thames. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you? Were you on the boats? Were
I
you,
did.
Jennifer? First on
Yeah, I
camera,
did.
now on the boats.
You see.
Yeah.
So and then I was looking, and then the boat turn around, and what a view, and so forth. And I said, oh my God. And I was taking it all in.
Mm.
This is what you call peace.
Yeah, it is. But it is because
So
you're
many,
being.
yes, so many people around you, but finding that peace right there and then.
Mm,
I was at peace because, yes, I have done this. Because so many times I wanted to do it, and I keep putting it off, putting it off. But I done it, and I did it with my family. So it was so good.
even more special. But but that's the thing. You noticed it. You
Yes,
noticed being
yes,
present, and
yes,
I think what we tend to do, we're always like thinking of the next thing to do, and I've always got a task list. From the moment I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking
yeah,
about what I'm cooking, how my
yeah.
day, especially like the job tasks of my day, right? Who I need to call, da 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 da. And these are
Oh,
things you have to do. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we still worry. What are you gonna cook tomorrow? What are you gonna do and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And we can make life so much simpler to give us peace. Eh?
Yeah. It's
So
like, because I drove back, like as I said earlier on, I did a lot of driving yesterday to go and see a
yeah,
friend, and we drove back through London. We went through the Dartford Tunnel, and I was quite fascinated. I was saying to my son, because on the map you can see you're going underwater, and I was like, oh
yeah.
my God, Isaiah, there's fish above us, and like,
See?
we're traveling through the tunnel, yeah.
Yeah,
And then on the way back, we came back to the city. And then as you're coming through Canary Wharf, you see all the big banks and, where the money
yeah,
is. Right? And I looked up and I was like, the lights look good. The buildings are taking up the skyline. That's how I
yeah,
was thinking. And I was like, oh, it's just everything money. But
yeah.
as you're driving through the lights, you see people walking, there's no like drama. Just
I'm
people,
telling
it
you.
was
Yeah,
lovely. Mm.
yeah. It's and I come to realize as well that it's not the big mansion, and trust me, I am not saying that having a mansion it's not a blessing and it's not a good thing, and having that posh car. But then I have to think, say, boy, if we live in a some mansion, then we have to go pay for, for keep it together.
When I think about a
That just stress
mansion,
me out,
yeah,
stress me, to maintain it. Yeah.
yeah,
So I just have to find peace in whatever situation I find myself in,
mm,
right? I might not do like a big cruise kind of thing, but I went on the River Thames and I felt good about it.
good. I went through a
Yeah.
tunnel and I felt good about
It's what I'm
it.
saying. Yeah. It's the little things of what you can do in life, and not stressing yourself. You don't owe nobody. You don't have to take out a credit, they call it credit card, yes,
Yeah,
or take out a loan to do big excursions or whatever. It's the little things that you can enjoy, and it give you that second piece.
yeah,
I believe
definitely.
in that. And
But
I
just going back to your mansions and fast cars,
yeah.
because every time, well, that's what we're trained to want, yeah, money
Yeah,
and material stuff, right? Wealth and things like that, because they say money makes the world go
Mm,
around and people
mm,
feel unfulfilled without it. But
yeah.
actually, when I see like big houses, the first thing that comes into my head is, who's going to clean all of that?
Yes.
Do you know what
It's
I mean?
true.
Who's going to clean all of that? And even when I see
Exactly.
expensive cars, I'm like, the petrol you must be paying just to look
Ah,
good,
honestly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because me tell you, say, I can hardly maintain my little my little one. Right now I'm thinking, no, I need to declutter because listen, I'm not young anymore. I'm not young in in figures anymore. So some things have to go. No, 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 no. I need to make it simple. I need to make it manageable. No, no, no,
Hmm.
no. I need to have that peace. I don't want to stress myself and say, oh, the dusting need to be done, the cleaning need to be done, the this need to be done. And what it taking me 3 hours could take me even 20 minutes. Mm?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah, it's all of those things. You can't find peace in material things.
Yeah.
Material things are here to bless us, and we enjoy them, but we shouldn't have them as our God, if that makes sense.
Definitely, I
Yeah,
agree.
we take the blessings and give God thanks, and we
Hmm.
should enjoy them. But at the end of the day, it's what gives us that inner peace.
Yeah. And people have their own way of finding it. Not every,
Yeah.
like, what we will find peace in might not be
That's right.
someone
Yeah.
else's peace, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but it's just taking those little moments just to just rest your soul and just be,
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because really and truly, as you talk about resting your soul, sometimes we become so busy or too busy. And I find that within myself. But I realize that being too busy, number one, it takes most of my energy away.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'm not thinking straight because so much is going in my mind, in my head, and I want things to be done. I want things to be done fast. I need to this thing to be done. And not bearing in mind that I'm not only looking after myself.
Yeah.
And most of the time I don't even look after myself either. And
Mm.
I'm saying if I don't look after myself, I'm gonna look after others, right? Sorry. And I have to take a stock in myself and say, no, I need to slow down and I need to prioritize. I need to say, okay, this is what I need to do. Just today, as a matter of fact, I've been trying to do that the last couple of weeks.
Mm.
But today it just dawned on me and say, you love doing this.
Mm.
And sometimes you get distracted by all the other things around you. So I said to myself, some things in my mind needs to go.
Yeah.
Some things that I've been doing need to go. My phone, I don't have to answer it all the time.
Yes, it's true.
I need to
And
pace it. When I'm in the bed, I have in the phone doing work, and that's not healthy.
mm-mm.
And so and then I'm getting frustrated because I'm not doing it in time, and time is running up, and I'm looking at the clock. It's going up to 12 midnight. Sometimes it's
Mm.
after midnight, and then I'm getting agitated and I'm getting vexed with myself. And I said, no, 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 no. This is not healthy at all,
No, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
and it doesn't give me that peace. So if I need that peace, I need to make sure that I have my priorities right. I will say, like, okay, Sunday, I do this. And that's what I did today.
Did you?
I
That's
said,
good.
okay, I have
And
this,
then,
and I have that, right?
yeah, good.
And I'm going to clap myself. I managed to do that.
Mm.
And So I'm at peace with that, right? I'm at peace with it. And I don't feel like I'm tired and I'm running
Yeah.
on empty. So I'm grateful to God for
Yeah.
giving me that insight.
I think also like what I've realized as I've got older as well, right?
Yes,
And what I've realized is you can't be everything for everyone. Yeah.
that's right.
And
Yeah,
although you've got your own tasks to do,
yeah,
people, even if it's family or friends or whatever, they'll always add like, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" And
yeah,
then you got your own tasks and you got other people's
yeah,
tasks as well, and they're like,
yeah.
and then you're kind of exhausted afterwards,
Yes, of
right?
course.
So I've been really thinking about for myself because I breathe love into the world every day. As soon as I walk out my door, right? But it's about breathing that love back into me as well, and that's okay. It's not a selfish act. It's okay because
No,
you know it's
it's true though.
yeah.
True, it's true. Yeah, because when we look and check how fast this world is going, it's not like back in the days, you know. It's not like back in the days when you can just take a little time and you know, it's just and now you have to be keeping up with things and so forth. And if you're not careful, if you're not careful, you're lost. You get lost. You
Mm,
know, the things that are were meant for that we meant to prioritize, they're behind us.
yeah.
And then when you look, something pull you in and you say, what am I doing? I'm meant to
Mm.
be doing this. So how am I doing this? And then you get frustrated.
No, you get fun, but you can get distracted, right? As
Yeah,
you said, you get distracted. And
yeah,
to be honest, we've got 24 hours a day. Half that time we're sleeping. It's not a lot, you know? And I want, Jennifer, I want to have a good sleep because when you
yeah.
sleep, your cells generate, you dream, you're just like,
True.
yeah,
It's true.
so
Mhm.
it's self-care and just
Mhm.
peace is just very important.
It is very important. And especially like you see like how we are coming into the winter now.
Mm,
And sometimes the weather takes a toll on us, right? And I know that for some people, the winter, some of us can weather through the winter,
mm.
and some people are not able to. They get, some people get sick physically, and some people they become anxious, and some people they get depressed as well.
Yeah.
You know, even they were born here, they get depressed.
If they're away from
Um,
family and think,
yes,
yeah, you just never know,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes. And so it's having that inner peace that even though the weather may not be favorable of how it's just weathering it
Yeah.
in our own way and having that inner peace
Mm,
and knowing that the sun will shine again.
yeah.
The winter is just for a season, just like the summer is just for a season, and we enjoy it. Yeah,
Well, I
and be
reckon,
grateful.
yeah. But I think we should embrace all seasons. It's not
That's
just the
right.
sun, right? Because
Yeah.
even in the autumn, like the
Mm.
leaves are falling off the
Yeah.
tree, they're getting ready for for the
Yeah.
spring.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
even it's like towards the end of the year, even nature's tired, right? Like us.
Absolutely. It's what I'm saying. That's right. That's right. So the trees need a rest.
Mm,
The trees need a rest. Yeah. And so use the winter to rest and recuperate. Eh?
yeah,
Rest the brain cells and all of that. Rest the mind. Rest the soul. Yeah.
definitely.
Mm.
And then the new
Yeah.
year comes and we are fresh to go again.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So there I was looking at, I can't remember where I got this Bible verse. It talks about peace. And it says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. And then it goes on to say, let not your hearts be troubled, neither let it be afraid. What a better way to put it.
A very beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me read it one more time. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be afraid. Um, I can't remember where I found this. Yeah. But anyway, it is a consolation. It is a consolation. And when you have these consolation, you just have to hang on to them.
No, definitely. And it
Mhm.
connects with noticing when it's okay to rest and
Yes.
what we've been speaking about. So when it's okay
Mm,
to rest and when it's okay to be
mm.
busy. But
That's it. That's
we're
it.
responsible for that. At
That's it.
at the same time, we're not to lose faith. Like it's
That's
ingrained in our soul,
that's
right?
right.
We
That's
did
right.
we didn't just magically appear onto earth.
Exactly. No, we didn't drop out of the sky. We didn't drop off a tree. We didn't just come out of the earth or come out of the sea like that,
Yeah.
you know. So when you get up, be great. We have to be grateful. And I mean, you I always say, once there's life,
Mm,
there is hope.
yeah.
And my encouragement to others is that no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your situation looks like, there is the word that says hope.
Mm,
There is peace in the midst of every situation. It doesn't matter how the world is falling apart. No man can give us that. No
no.
government can give us that. The amount of wars that's going on cannot give peace. People are looking for different solutions. And so they try one thing, it get messed up. And they try something and they experiment and do all sorts.
Mm,
And before you know it, somebody else try to fix it. And before it fix, it get rather worse.
yeah.
So that's where we are at.
Yeah. But
Man,
also, as you say that, Jennifer,
yeah,
like, we all want kind of happiness. We expect to be happy every day, and that's not possible because
it's
life is
not.
going to be,
It's not.
you're going to have your trials and tribulation.
Yeah.
But I've also understood for myself that
Mhm.
I can walk with my wounds. My wounds don't limit me.
Exactly.
They don't stop me embracing each day. It
That's
doesn't
right.
stop me. I have a story that tells my wounds have a story, right?
Absolutely.
But it does not stop me from just embracing each day. And that's a
Absolutely.
blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, with that said, with that said, I hope and pray that each person, each individual in the listening of our voices, that you will find your peace, your inner peace in the midst of a chaotic world, in the midst of your turbulences, in the midst of your storm. There is hope, there is victory, there is peace. There's an
Mhm.
inner peace that doesn't come from man, it comes from the Almighty God.
Amen.
So, we just have to understand life is not about how many tasks in a day one can do or how many people we can connect with in a day. It's about while we are helping, while we are doing, to find that balance that can give us that inner peace, that it is well despite the tiredness and challenges of life. Whatever is our circumstances, whatever situation facing us, we should be able to have that inner peace. I love this verse from the Bible. Peace I leave with you, My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 14, verse 27 from the ESV version. The God that I look to gives peace no human can give. It is a supernatural peace. This peace speaks to the soul, to the mind, our whole being. This peace of God encourages us not to be troubled. Whatever we are up against, don't be afraid. Remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Be blessed.